Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Beetleman69. How's everyone doing today? I know it's been a little while since I've posted a video. Vinyl's been a little slow right now, but I picked up a few things in my area. I like to share with everybody. So that being said, let's get to it. I'm going to share some 45s I purchased and a few LPs. Found this at a thrift store, thrift mall. It's an ABBA 45 from the 70s. It's a promo 45. Let's see if I can get it. It's Take a Chance on Me. And on the B side is the same thing. It's in mono, which is probably a fold down mono recording, I'm sure. And it's the B side, the mono version of it. And I was looking at it in the store and stuff. It looks hardly played. It looks almost brand new the way it looks. Next 45 I found. It's one of my favorite Eric Clapton songs. This is from, I believe this is from 1980. If I'm not mistaken, 81. And it's on the RSO silver label. It's Black Rose. And on the B side, I Can't Stand It. This is from his album, Another Ticket. Looks like the label's kind of bubbling up a little bit for some reason. And the next 45, this is a promo 45 from Art I can't say it. Art Garfunkel from the 70s. It's a promo 45 of his song Bright Eyes. And this thing looks hardly played too. And the last 45 I picked up. This is from the 80s. It's country. I don't listen to a lot of country. But this is Juice Newton. One of her famous songs, popular songs, Queen of Hearts. I remember in the early 80s hearing this song on the radio when I was a kid. I played it a lot. And on the B side, River of Love. Okay, that's all the 45s. Okay, I got a few LPs to share. Yes, I know I have several copies of this particular record. I know. I got a lot of them over there. I don't know why I keep collecting them. But this one, this is a, yeah, I know. I got a lot of these, okay? Of various pressings. But this is an original 73 pressing of the Blue Album. The 67 to 70. I had realized the one I have is a 75 reissue because it says on the perimeter text, which I found out at some point on Facebook about it, all rights reserved. So it's a 1975, reissue, pressing, whatever. This is a 73 pressing, 1973 first pressing of it, and it's really great shape. Even the lyric sheets aren't destroyed. A lot of times people take the record and they'll just drop it in the sleeve and it busts it out the bottom. I'm surprised this one ain't like that, but the reason it says manufactured by Apple Records on the perimeter text at the bottom of the Apple. It's a 73 first pressing. And this record's in really great shape. I'll have to put these in I'll have to clean this because it'll tell how it's been stored. And I'm going to put it in my anti-static sleeves once I do clean them. And here's the gatefold. Of course, we all know what it looks like. And here's the other of them. I want to say this, and don't tell nobody, but he had a few copies of this. The record 2 that was in here. I always examine the vinyl, and it has some questions. I'm not saying it was a scratch. I couldn't tell how deep it was. I tried to run my fingernail on it, see if I could feel it, because I don't know if my fingernail can feel it. The needle's gonna feel it, or hit it, whatever. And so it's questionable. I can't take the record back if it's, where if it makes noise. They don't take the records back. So I said, well, I'm paying $30 for this record. I want a good album. So I was looking through the other ones that he had. They were first pressings, and I found this side record 2, and it looked like some better shape. So I just swapped them. Just to find get the good copy of the record 2. So I found the best one, and I just swapped it out. And there's record 2. It just needs to be clean, but it's in a lot better shape. It had a hairline scratch in the between Here Comes the Sun through Come Together and Octopus's Garden. I think it may have just been cosmetic. It didn't look deep. I couldn't really feel it per se, but I'd rather have a close to a perfect record than have a little hairline blemish that could or could not make have surface noise. So I just swapped it. That's not being dishonest. I just wanted to get my money's worth. I don't want to have that listening go, And this is really great shape. So I have the Red Album, 73 first pressing of the Red Album. And when I realized I had the 75 pressing, 1975 reissue pressing of this one, and when I saw the first pressing, I went and got it. So next, I have, and I know I got probably a few copies of this. Really, this record is really obsolete, to be honest, because we have the UK albums now that mirror this, but the early Beatles. And the reason why I picked this up, I gotta clean it. This is a 1975 pressing. You can see where it says all rights reserved at the bottom of the Apple. And from what I understand, what this one record collector on Facebook, which he's a serious Beatles record collector. I mean, this guy's something serious. He said that the 75 Apple pressings were only pressed for about 6 months in 1975. And these 75 reissues are getting harder to find. You know, so I pick them up when I see them. And this is really great shape. I hate keep buying. I'm going to be honest. I got to clean this too. But I hate to have to keep buying the same copies over and over again, because it's kind of, in a sense, it's pointless. But at the same time, I get it. Now, that being said, and I didn't pick it up this time, but maybe once I go back there again where I got these, I may go ahead and pick it up. There's a 1976 pressing of this album on the Orange Capitol label. And it's been there for a while. And I looked at it, you know, and, you know, I look at it from time to time, and the record looks hardly played, in my opinion. I mean, the vinyl looks clean, really clean. So I may go by and pick that up maybe next week or so. As much as I hate it, because I keep, you know, I don't really listen to this because I got the Please Please Me album, you know, but I guess for a collector standpoint, it'd probably be a good idea, especially with that record that clean, in that perfect condition. So I may just go ahead and do that. What y'all think? Should I go ahead and do that? Just let me know in the comments. All right. Last but not least, and I got a story behind this one. And I wasn't very happy about it, about what had transpired, in my opinion. There's a new record store that had opened up close to where I live. Well, yeah, across the river from where I live. It's new record store. It's not that big. It's probably, if I had to say, it's probably as big as this. It's probably about as wide as this room, but longer in length, but about as wide as this spare bedroom. And it's called, I think it's called, I don't know what's called, Bluebird or something like that. Records or something, I don't remember now. I've only been there once. And, all right, this is the deal. He's not real organized as far as organizing records by artist. In other words, having the artist name and have the, you know, the divider, then have their records and the next artist, etc., etc. Mainly, he's got them in alphabetical order, roughly. You know, just the A's, the B's, the C's, etc. And, you know, okay. He has some Beatle records. I went there on grand opening back on August 5th. And to check it out, you know. And I was pretty hopeful, you know, I'd find some really, some gems. Hopeful. So I go in there. It's pretty crowded because, it's open, it's grand opening. And I looking through the Beatles stuff, and I found a copy of Twist and Shout, the Canadian album. I looked at it, all right, got me something, a nugget here. So, I always inspect the vinyl because they're used, And I'm going to be honest, that record was pretty beat up. I mean, I don't think it was playable, personally. I mean, it had a lot of surface scratches in it, and I don't know how deep they were. But that record looked used and abused. I mean, for real. I was real disappointed because I thought, I'd have something, I wasn't going to waste my money on it. No, because see, if I got it home and even though I cleaned it and it still has surface noise, then I'm just, upset. I want my money's worth. I don't want marginal. I want close to perfect as you can get from a used record. I don't want it beat up. And he had a couple more records, Beatle records. He didn't have many. And they were pretty beat up. But I found this one. And, it's got some, some wear on it because it's almost as old as I am. And I hate to say it like that, but anyway, I found this copy. It's a 71 reissue of Meet the Beatles. And I mean, it's not in bad shape. I mean, but for his age, it's in pretty good shape. And here we go. We got in his old original sleeve. You see it's starting to yellow. And it's on the Apple, of course. And it's really, I mean, physically, I looked at it and I don't see anything wrong with it. It was well taken care of. I just need to clean it, that's all. But there's Apple. And it's like a darker green apple. And on the perimeter text is capital subsidiary, which I was really happy to see. That's why I bought it, for one. And, I'm starting to maybe get this little kick where I'm starting to buy the Apple reissues from the 70s. And let's see where this was pressed. See if I can see the... Looks like Jacksonville. Anyway, going back to this record store deal. I don't like his pricing practices. Okay, I'll tell you why. So he didn't have the price on this, which is fine. I mean, whatever. And well, here's the spine. I just want to show you the spine. It's hard. It's got a little wear on it, but it ain't destroyed. So I gotta walk up there and hand him the record. I only bought this one. It's the only thing I saw that I really wanted. Like the rest of them were just got the crap beat out of them. So I hand him the record. He looks at it. Oh, I didn't even realize this too. I still got the mono tab on here. I hope this is the original sleeve that it came in when from the 71, but I forgot I just noticed that it has a mono tab. But it does say stereo at the top, so they must have just used a new slick, and because they probably had a bunch of these left over. Anyway, so he looks at it and he gets on his phone. What's he doing? He pulls up some website. I don't know which one he was looking at. I saw him looking. I saw it on the pictures. He's scrolling. It says $65. I'm looking at him like, say what? I said, $65? Are you serious? Are you serious? I said, dude, I mean, because he didn't even look at the record. I guess he thought this wasn't a first original or something. I said, I said, dude, this is a 70s reissue on Apple. He goes, on Apple? I said, yeah. So he pulls the record out on Apple. He said, okay, well, I didn't realize that. And he came down on the price a little bit. He said, well, I'll let you have it for $35. Well, I knew I probably going to squeeze no less than that out of him. So I said, okay, fair enough, 35. I don't like his pricing practice because he's going to go on these websites, wherever he's looking. I don't know which one he's looking at. I don't know if he's looking on Discogs or what. I couldn't really tell. But the fact is, he's looking on these websites what these things online going for. And, it's like, whatever you buy these records for, I understand you got to do do an uptick on the price to make your money back, and profit. I understand that. But when you go on these websites and you're looking at these websites and there are a lot of people charging a lot more than, charging way too, trying to get almost their money, double their money back. I don't know. But I don't like his pricing practice by him doing that. Because it's just, because I can't go sit there and buy a record, pick up a record, and go to the counter and wait for this clown to try to price it. If I don't know what it costs going up there, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to go do that because I want to know what I'm going to spend before I get to the counter. I didn't want him to come up with some surprise price on these things because I want to know what I'm going to spend before I go up there. I want to know what the thing's going to cost before I go up there. I don't want to go up there and him try to hit me with a loop. I don't think that's cool. I don't know. I haven't been back there since. I may go back there eventually, but I just don't. I want to know what I'm spending before I go to the counter. I don't want him, like I said, him throw me for a loop and try to hit, knock me in the head with some outrageous price. So I may go back there one day. I don't know yet. It's just kind of a turn off for me. Like I said, I want to know what I'm fixing to spend before I go to the counter. I don't want him, knocking me in the head with some stupid price. So anyway, that's all I got today. I appreciate everybody watching my channel. I really do. I appreciate your support. Hit that like button and helps me with the algorithm on YouTube. Please leave a comment. I always respond to it in a timely manner. So that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Keep spinning that vinyl. Y'all take care.